He's a pirate. Oh, he's look piratey. Go piratey with it.
Alright.
Yes.
Alright, you will, Your Honor. As you will, Your Honor.
You scurvy thief. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Aviary Attorney.
Aha! Right, so we have just come from the Chateau Grenier, or whatever it is.
The French place.
We are now to go to the Palais de Justice to, I believe, finalise and finish the court case. In the court of law! Onwards! There we go. Falcon and Sparrowson stand inside the marble portico of the Palais de Justice, awaiting the opening of the Tribunal of Grande Instance. Joe was so poised to say something then, and it was just like, dot, dot, dot. Are you nervous, Falcon?
Dot, dot, dot.
Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
That bad, huh?
Oh.
Oh my god! Monsieur Falcon, is that you? Sparrow, oh my god, it's nice to see you. Is there anything you need me to do?
No. We've got a lot. We've got a handle on things.
Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case.
That's wonderful! I just know you two will pull through.
Oh my wow!
Oh my god!
Something else.
That is something else.
That is something else.
It's a little OTT.
Yeah, let's move it on, fellas.
I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon.
We will.
Oh, thank God for that.
Are we ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Fucking coming at you. Coming right at you, peeps.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Falcon's back.
Right, who wants to do the voice of Judge Maxime?
You can.
Okay. What do you think he is as a judge? Very deep. All right, settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everybody here?
J.J. Falcon present. The defence is ready, Your Honour.
He wants to do Rabington.
Rabington. What was a Rabington?
This guy's quite.
Rupert Remington present. The readiest prosecution, Your Honour. Darn, that's not it. Oh gosh, what are my notes? Where are my notes?
Ha! I knew it.
Knew what?
Rupert and I went to the Paris Law School together. He was in all of my classes.
Oh, was he smart?
Nah, he always scored second in the worst marks in the class. I can only assume that he bumbled through the final exams on the luck of his own two rabbit feet. Unless he's improved considerably, you might already have this trial in the bag.
That's good to know. But say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scores the second lowest marks in the class, then who was the lowest?
I choose to exercise my right of not to self-incriminate.
Here he is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honour.
All the jury present? All present and accounted for, Your Honour. Hey, Falcon. I thought Falcon. Falcon. I thought there was only 6 other members. Hey, Falcon. I thought there were only 6 members of the jury in this case. Why do I count 8?
Oh, those two birds with the funny hats are
Assurers?
Assurers. Yeah.
Oh, assessors.
The assessors. The assessors. The associate judges.
Everything seems to be in order, so let us begin.
Let us begin.
The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Cataline de Miao. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand.
Oh gosh, we're there already. Oh, okay.
I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigations, Inspector Velarti, to the witness stand.
Inspector Velarti, please approach the stand and recite the oath. Shall I incite?
As you will, Your Honor.
Oh God, no! You are not voicing him like that. It's painful.
What?
As you will, Your Honor. I swear to speak.
He's a pirate. He's like piratey. Go
okay.
piratey with it.
All right.
Yes.
All right, Your Honor.
As you will, Your Honor.
You scurvy thief.
As you will, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear. To take the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Monsieur, no, Inspector, please state your name and occupation for the record.
My name is Inspector Just Velarti, and I serve as servant to the Lord, even, a scourge of the gutter, rats the plague the city. I have enforced the law over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the famous Viridian killer to justice. My path begins 18 long years ago. Let's stick to the questions, Inspector. Of course, Your Honor. Great, I was hoping we could have one of those bumbling, cuddly officers, but instead we're stuck with the lawfully goody two-shoes. I bet this guy would turn his own mother if he saw her littering.
Oh, so, Inspector, is it true that you are the lead investigator on this case?
That is correct. I was among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime.
Then perhaps you can talk us through what you witnessed on your arrival.
Absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene. The guy, how I see this guy is he kind of tries to paint a picture for everything, like, gather round,
me old scurvy dog.
Just after 7:30, we alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron Regel. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Cataline de Mille. She was standing over the corpse of the Monsieur Greenway with blood all over her paws.
Well, that sounds like an open and shut case in my humble opinion. No more questions, Your Honor. Bloody paws? Nobody told me that detail.
Keep it together, Falcon. We're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony.
Of course I knew this.
You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon. Cross-examine the witness to find flaws in his testimony. Select a key phrase that you find suspicious, and Falcon will press the witness for information. Ask the right questions to bring the truth to light. Avoid pressing for pointless details. The judge and jury don't like having their time wasted. Select a statement to question. Okay, so we were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron Roger. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Cataline. She was standing over the sliced open corpse of Monsieur Greenway with blood on her paws. So which one of these do you think you want to...
I get a suspicious feeling about that housemaid now.
You think so?
I don't know. No, maybe not.
Do you want... Falcon, do you want my humble advice?
Oh, yes, please.
The blood on her paws? Wasn't she eating a bloody rare steak that evening with no cutlery?
Yes, she was. God blasted, you're a genius.
Blood on her paws.
Do you want to press that one now?
Yeah.
Inspector, you say Dame Cataline had blood on her paws? Correct.
Oh, correct. Blood declared like guilt to a convict.
Whose blood was it? Whose blood was it?
Ha! What a question! It was Monsieur Greenway's, of course.
How can you be sure? I object. The line of questioning is absurd. This was the only one murder victim that night, Falcon. The blood on Dame Cataline's paw could only belong to the one person, Monsieur Gwynvy. Judge Falcon's trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions.
I'm afraid the prosecution may have a point, Monsieur Falcon. Do you have any reason to suspect that the blood belongs to someone other than Monsieur Greenway?
I do.
I do, Your Honor. Actually, I have more than suspicions. I have evidence that the blood on Dame Cataline's paws had nothing to do with that murder. That is foolish, time-wasting, Falcon. If the blood on Dame Cataline's paws didn't come from the victim, then where did the blood come from?
The fish, is it? Oh no, steak.
Yeah.
On the evening of the murder, Dame Catiline ate a blooded rare steak!
Yeah. Oh, good.
Is this... Oh, sorry.
That's why Joe's getting really into this. He feels like he's saving his own mum from the gallows. Is this true, Monsieur Abington?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose the steak may have been on the menu. The inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak? Wait, don't answer that, Inspector.
It is a possibility.
No!
Ooh, intriguing.
Ooh,
Pretty convincing. Pretty convincing.
You gained a little favour with the jury.
So, Inspector, what was his name?
Valerity, I think?
Valerity. Is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander simply by being a messy eater? Now, hold on just 1 minute, Falcon. You're overlooking something quite crucial. Dame Catiline is an eloquent banquet...
bourgeois kitten.
Bourgeois kitten. Bourgeois kitten.
Yeah, bourgeois kitten.
She was no doubt brought up with flawless etiquette and perfect table manners. At the banquet, she would have eaten the steak with a fork in her left hand and her knife in her right, like any proper criminalized animal.
Civilized.
Criminalized.
Yeah.
Civilized animal. How could she have possibly gotten blood on her paws in such a good manner? Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. And at least it would be an unordinary dinner banquet. But to this happens, something was missing from the particular banquet, something that forced Dame Catiline to eat with her paws. Cutlery.
Joe points absolutely extremely at the screen.
Dame Catiline was forced to eat steak with her paws because the silverware of the household had been previously stolen.
Oh God! Oh, gasp!
I'm gasping. Stolen? I don't recall any mention of the police in the police report.
We weren't aware of anything missing from Regal residence when we performed the initial investigation. But as it happened, Baron Rogel approached us about this very subject last night.
Ah.
Oh, innocent. What a twist! Oh, what a twist! Yeah. Oh, what a twist!
You gained a little favour with the jury.
What is the meaning of all of this? Bloody steak, misplaced silverware? Inspector, was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report? Lax? My investigation? Judge, I assure you, I am the most thorough investigative officer on the force. Then it is amazing that the Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all.
Ha! Oh dear.
Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case. Fine, so be it. Messieurs, until next time. Gadget, you scurvy dogs! Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready.
Yes, of course, Your Honour. I call upon Lindsay, don't call them. Monsieur Roberto Robinho, the photographer who attended the banquet of the murder that night.
Monsieur Robinho,
Have we seen this guy yet?
No, we haven't. We didn't have a chance to meet him. The stand and recite the oath. I'll voice this guy if you want.
Wait, he has to be super pretentious.
I don't know. He looks a bit.
But he's a painter.
He looks a bit chipper.
Who they mentioned was.
Oh, he presumably has his muse. I don't know.
Make
The
him a
music,
stoner.
the music in his look is.
Make him a stoner.
Hey,
man, what does it go? I swear.
yeah.
Speak without hate
Yeah, okay,
and without
I'll do
fear, man.
How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred, without fear, and tell the truth, and, like, nothing but the truth. It's a little cliche, to be perfectly honest.
Could the witness please introduce himself for the court record?
As if anybody in this courtroom would, not immediately, recognize me, but, I am the great Monsieur Rubinio, cutting-edge photographer and, a visionary. Whatever. I don't just take people's pictures, man. I capture their very essence, man. That's really good. That's a really good.
I don't just take people's pictures.
Yeah. Le suis l'artiste Tiano Bibé. You may have seen my works in hit magazines like La Branche and CS Chata, Shoot. I can send you tweets if you like.
What on earth is a tweet?
And bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon, it's the 19th century. Get with the times already.
Yes, your work is very impressive, Monster Robino. Rabina. Monster Rabina. But let's get down to business. Could you tell us the activities were on the night of the murder?
Very well. I was hired by Baron Rogier to capture the evening's events or something.
Or whatever.
I arrived at 7 in the evening. I pointed my camera and I captured just the beauty of the banquet, man, in one fantastic photograph. Then I billed Baron Rogier and then left, right? Like a true artist.
And with regards to the photograph itself, who did you photograph?
I thought you might ask, so I brought a copy so that you could see it all for yourselves.
Oh, very good. Let's take a closer look.
Okay, that's the picture there.
My word, this is an exquisite... Oh, my word, this is an exquisite picture, isn't it? So let's see, who do we have here? In the middle, we see Baron Rogel, the lion, who hosted the evening. On the left, we see Signor
Petit Di Mario?
the father of the defunct Dame Cataline. And finally, we see the housemaid Caroline Duhont, who I suspect may have sunk into the picture uninvited. Snuck, rather. As you see, two people are clearly absent from the photograph. The first is the victim, Monsieur Guenouille. The second, the defendant, Dame Cataline Demure. Quite suspicious, wouldn't you agree? Just a moment, Monsieur Robinson. This proves nothing. So, the defendant and the victim were not in the photograph with the other. Photograph with the other. That doesn't mean they were in the garden together at that point. Hold your horses, Falcon. Hold your horses. Falcon, I'm not done yet.
The prosecution may continue.
Behind the photograph subject, we'll see a wall. Ooh, the hands are on the clock. We see a wall clock with the time set at 7:30. Now, why is that time significant? Well, Inspector Violet told Voletti.
You've gone
told us.
Freudian. Inspector Voletti
told us earlier that the exact time the murder took place. Do you see, Falcon? Very suspicious, huh? And Abby at the
alibi. Every suspect has an alibi.
Has an alibi at the murder, save the Dame Cataline herself.
Falcon, something is fishy. In the jail cell, Dame Cataline told us that she was that she was present when the photograph took place. But I don't see her in Rubinio's photograph.
That's true. But I can't use Dame Cataline's testimony as evidence. It was too little weight. If I want to prove that Monsieur Rubinio's photograph is not a valid piece of evidence, I would have to dish out evidence of my own. Your Honour, I would like to cross-examine the witness.
Very well, the defence may proceed.
It's a waste of time if you ask me.
This guy's voice changes.
Yeah, I know, I can't remember which way to do each time. Photographs are rock-solid evidence. Cross-examination.
So, right, I will have to interrupt you there, Joe.
Yes.
We will have to actually carry on with this trial and cross-examine the witness on the next episode of Aviary Attorney.
Another episode,
I know, man. You're going to have to wait. Can you
I'm
wait?
so excited, bro.
Oh, my God, man. So, yeah, we will see you, and we will continue this trial on the next episode of...
Aviary Attorney.
Aviary Attorney. Right, Aviary Attorney. Right. Ta-ta, folks. Bye-bye.
Ta-ta.
Bye.
Real smooth.